It's time for the green one. So, we have a stretch of 3 chapters. We're gonna do them. All of them? I don't know. But this is just kind of like, we're kind of like doing a little bit of a checklist. That's kind of what the early game here is. We set up the big bad, and we're running a checklist of remaining games before we get to kind of the last main game, which has been present since the second game, but this is kind of where it finally climaxes. And then there's the final arc, which is the original characters. So Eternity can kind of feel kind of squeezed, but I think that its big arcs are really good. So I have no problem. So as you see here, we're broken up into 3 different groups. I've already done my sorting. So we do have Moko, who I didn't put with Kane for some reason. Why the fuck did I not put her with Kane? Idiot. And Letty has a skill that's going to be very helpful. And Aki's just kind of like a throwaway unit, I guess. I don't really use her that much because she's boring, but she is effective. Alright. Let's roll out. Question marks. Who's that? Oh, did I fall asleep? I'm so tired. I still lack the energy to constantly peek in on Gensokyo. Speaking of which, did Miko successfully complete her mission? I can feel her nearby. I'm back, Lady Makura! Welcome home, Miko. That was faster than expected. Did something... Those wounds... Please forgive me. I tried to get away as fast as I could, but Marissa and the others stopped me. But don't worry, I did manage to stop the bazaar. Glad to hear that, but to think they'd respond so quickly. Sorry, I made a shallow read of the situation, and you're the one who suffered for it. Don't say that. I could beat him if I went all out. But by the sounds of things, they're still being stubborn about it. Yeah, not only that, they brought that nuclear crow to Cyphus. Even her. Seems like she's getting along with the Cyphus dwellers now, and they taught her how to use her power. Even though we shouldn't allow anything new here. We have no choice then. We have to continue the plan, even if it's a bit forceful. Alright, I kind of sort of let them know what your power is. I'm so sorry, actually. I even told them your name and revealed myself. No matter, I've been prepared for our identities to be revealed. For now, please leave things to me while you recover from your wounds. Understood. Please charge up a lot of sleep power too, Lady Makura. As expected, it seems those girls will be our greatest obstacle. However, I'm not yet at full power. For now, we should lie low until another chance appears. Where are we going? We're doing Chapter 1. Oh, look, it's the edge of the Forest of Magic. When up in the sky, even a dark forest is just a forest. You're awfully chipper. Is it because you don't come here so often? Yeah, we usually stay near the lake. There aren't any humans or yokai around here, so it's not very exciting normally. Actually, there are so many animals around either, so it can be kind of desolate too. They probably don't approach because it's near the edge of the Great Barrier. And if you go further, there's Muenzuka. The word refers to a gravesite of those without relatives to mourn them. But Gensokyo is a small place, so the people buried here must be mostly outsiders, right? Indeed, more than a few people wander in and lose both their way and their lives. And perhaps as a result of their corpses, the borders to both the outside world and the netherworld are unstable here. Making this one of the most dangerous places in Gensokyo, and certainly not one to be approached carelessly. Although it seems a certain someone likes to come here to gather junk. That's because the barrel's unstable, right? Barrier's unstable. Barrel? Where the fuck did that come from? Rare stuff falls through. What a slanderous way to put it. I simply come here to pay my respects to the dead. Who else will? And if I happen to see any trash, I clean it up on the way home. I wonder if some of the books I get from him come from here. Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. But if that's the case, it's possible that the pagoda ended up here too. I wouldn't go that far, honestly. It's not like you can find anything here. So what is this pagoda thing anyway? Bishamoten's pagoda. It's a religious artifact hiding an unusually strong power. Master was entrusted with it when she was made Bishamoten's representative. Given the way you're treated, and it must be no ordinary item. Yes, it illuminates the world with the light of justice, symbolically showing us the righteous path. Wow, I can't believe you lost something so amazing sounding. I have no excuses. All I know is that I put it in the storeroom, but couldn't find it when I went to look. You were pretty depressed back then, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're misremembering something. But the fact that I can't find it with dowsing either is nothing less than inexplicable. Perhaps it abandoned me after I lost my way. Come on, aren't you exaggerating? You just misplaced it. If it's truly a divine artifact, that's certainly not impossible. But it's no reason for you to feel down either. We've all seen how hard you've been trying. Thank you. I'll try to be a bit more positive. Well, it's a start at least. Anyway, it can't hurt to keep an eye out while we look for Koishi. Miss Yiko and Marasa went out on the deck. Maybe they found something. We're going to Mwenzuka, where we're still on the Palaquin ship. Haven't seen anything that fits the bill. True, plenty of phantoms and ghosts, though. There really are a lot of lonely spirits with attachments to the world of the living around here. We must be near Mwenzuka, then. It's hard for me to think of that as someone else's problem, though. Oh, that's right. You're a restless spirit, too, aren't you, Marasa? Not that you give off that impression. Yeah, I used to be like that long ago. I was consumed by my hatred and attacked the living and the whole shebang. But then Hijiri saved me. It's thanks to her that I can live like this. But isn't that an unnatural state for a restless spirit? We've accepted that, although that can be hard to understand for other yokai. And it's thanks to that lack of understanding that we split it with Nue. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Nue since the Utsu incident. I thought you reconciled with her since she returned the fragments. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Right, it feels like we're further apart than ever. This is a good chance, so do you mind if we ask you something? Last time we saw her, didn't she say something about you two being boring now that you're hanging out with humans? She did, but that's the life we chose for ourselves. Even Nue seemed to understand that. But then she said that that's why she can't be around us. That's how she thinks. True, a yokai from the distant past would never choose to be close to humans. Nue has her pride as a great yokai, so I think she gets really caught up in that, yeah. So even though you both respect each other's choices, you still can't be together. That's how it looks, yeah. Not that I think that's a good thing. She seemed really serious about it, too. To be honest, I'm kind of worried about how she's been doing since then. She did seem like the stubborn type. But as long as you're both against Sokyo, I'm sure you'll get another chance to talk. Anyway, we're approaching Mwenzuka, so let's leave it at that for now, shall we? Yeah, okay. Scary place. We haven't been here all game. Why? Because there's only one reason to be here. Chapter 59, Once Parted Hands. This place looks like shit. Don't come out here. No one in this thicket either. I'm getting sleepy. Come on, Charity, you can't make a big yawn like that when everyone else is working hard. Nah, I can't blame her for that. The search has gone on forever without finding anyone. There hasn't even been much junk to collect. It's looking like this was a waste of our time. It's getting late, so should we call it a day? Just making sure not to get my hopes up, but it still sucks that we couldn't find the pagoda either. You're right. If we can't find it even on the outskirts, then... Oh? Something wrong, Sho? Yes, no. I can feel her. Found you, Minamitsu, Ichiden. Nue? Oh, you're... Marasa's friend, what's her name? Long time no see. Speak of the Nue, and she shall appear. What happened, Nue? Why would you suddenly come to see us? I just got a little errand to take care of. What errand? You wanted this, right? That artifact. Impossible! It's Bishamoten's pagoda! This absurd rarity reading, there's no mistaking it. Thought so. So this is what you came here looking for, then? It was just oozing with Buddhist energy, so I figured it must be yours. So what, you plan to run away with our stuff again? I don't plan to get in Marasa's way anymore. Just thought they should know about this. Anyway, you said we'd never meet again. If you're here, does that mean you changed your mind? No, I'm here to say goodbye. Wait, goodbye? I'm a great yokai. If you're going to be all chummy with the humans, then I can't be with you. But that doesn't mean I don't owe you for what you did for me in the underworld. I'm just here to pay that back. So you're here to fulfill that obligation and nothing more. Exactly. And then we can go back to being perfect strangers. Wait, hold on. I can tell you're serious about this, but this is all so sudden. Sudden and one-sided. She's right. Both Marasa and Ichiden wanted to speak with you, Nue. Ah, jeez. Can all you outsiders just shut up already? I wasn't talking to you. For that matter, the way you all just thoughtlessly act like we're all friends is making me sick. Okay, that's it. Before I hand over this treasure, I gotta get this out of my system, and you're gonna help me. What? Did she just suddenly go into battle mode? I knew she wasn't fond of us, but this seems like a whole new level of violence from her. She'll probably never be at peace unless we let her go wild like this. Anyway, if she's serious, then we can't stand by and do nothing. All hands get ready for Danmaku battle. This is a night battle, so prepare accordingly. Oh, it is? Okay. Does anybody want a cool orb that gives them S tier nighttime? Where's Cherno? Huh. There you go. She's the only one in the idiot brigade here who doesn't have a natural S and okay. What? Why do you not have P defeat? What? Huh? Okay. Well. Alright then. Anybody else missing P defeat? Chen. You morale as well. No. You don't have P defeat, but you don't need P defeat. You don't need P defeat, you're fine. You don't have P defeat either. Wow, blocking is only for parry. Honestly, she doesn't need a parry. Well, fuck me, man. I never even noticed. She didn't have P defeat this whole fucking time, and I did not notice. Everybody else got it. Yeah, alright. Alright. Anybody else want an S in nighttime? Anybody else want an S in nighttime? There's no water here. Just like a formations. I guess it's not a bad idea to give it to Moko. But she has the feather. Does Kain gain an S in night when she goes beast mode? I actually don't think I ever checked or paid attention to that. Does Kain go S tier in nighttime when she goes beast mode, since she can only activate it during full moon, right? I know she can make a full moon. Kain doesn't really need the movement. Well, now I'm curious about that. I actually don't know if that's the case. I got one to spare, right? There's really no reason not to, but I guess we can just do this. Ass. All right. I'm ready. So you really came. I have to say, that's reckless of you. Same to you. You'll regret messing with us. Are you okay with fighting her, Skipper? What about you, Ichiden? I am. Looks like this will be our last chance to talk things out with her. If I hold my tongue now, this really will be the last time we see her. Once you see the true power of the great Nue, you'll be too terrified to talk things out, you know. It's been a while since I last heard the soul-rending screams of people fleeing for their lives. I think I'll enjoy this. Defeat 9 UFOs on the same turn. Oh. Well, how many UFOs exist? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 UFOs. So, every time Nue has appeared, she's only been, like, a one-time hitter. But now she has spell cards, so this is the real final fight. This is the real final fight with her. Okay. She does have a map spell card. Plains, bush, forest. Alright. So we just gotta... It's fine. It's not that big a deal, because the blue UFOs basically die in one hit. And I'm pretty sure when they attack me, it'll still count as the same turn. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So we do have to play a little bit defensively. And let them kind of approach us. Alright. Oh, I didn't give you the item that reduces the cost of this, but it's fine. We rally. Red tea for 100. We rally. Potato for 40. We take Wriggle's cucumber. We give it to Yuyiko. We rally. We take Wriggle's cucumber. We give it to Yuyiko. And we don't rally. We rally next turn. Alright, boys. We're at 115 power on turn 1. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Yuyiko has consumed. Man, we got some real heavy hitters. We got Yukari, Yuyiko, Suika, Rumia. All kinds of fucking big players right now. Alright, bring them all in. Can I just say, I hate maps that make you go diagonally because it always makes me feel like I'm not moving at all. And we need to keep Cherno, Mystia, and whatnot all close by. Who wants a free power-up? Who wants a free power-up? Sure, why not? I think they all need 130 power. The 9-ball special. Get buff. Muscle milk. Muscle milk gets swole. Yeah, they all need 130 power. It only costs 35 MP. That's actually ludicrously generous. Granted, it is gonna dip into... It will dip into Mystia's. I'm curious how much damage you can put on it, because they all do have the unique skill for it, but like, I don't think it matters. Alright. Painting. Alright. Transforming Cane does give her S and Knight. See, that made sense to me, but I legitimately never bothered to, like, look. This should be fine. Alright, let's get some softening up done. We don't want to kill it. Ooh, nice dodge. I actually haven't got to use Show in a while. We gotta soften them up. Okay, that's definitely soft. That's definitely soft. Alright. Everybody has enough power to instantly start banking out their big moves. UFO! All I see is UFO. What is the true form of the UFO? I don't know. Ogu? Holy shit. Damn, bro. 5,000 damage. Okay, so any attack will kill these guys. So... yeah. We're not going to attack the blue foes. Because they will die to any counter attack. Moko, you can rely on me. Okay, well, Moko should have gotten out of the way anyway. If Sho can dodge a 77, Moko can dodge a 33. 0% chance. Okay. You can't hit Reimu. If I was going to make a game like this, I think I would probably make it... I feel like I'd want to make it so enemies would never target a unit that they have 0% chance to hit. You know? That, like... But at the same time, if a unit has a 0% chance to hit... Not like I needed to dodge that, but I might as well. That opens up a different route of problems, right? If a unit with 0% chance of getting hit is never targeted unless they're the only target, then there's like, they don't get to eat an attack, right? And that's kind of the point, is they're a safety net. So when the enemy targets them, you don't have to worry about anyone taking any damage, right? And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The problem is the green UFOs. So... the green UFOs aren't moving yet. Danmaku is whatever. But these guys will die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can't get up there for an 8, 9. Rally. Alright, everybody has 120 power now, minimum. I should have gave Yuyuko the items to increase your SP. They do that in Fate, so they do 0 damage, they ignore them. It does cause problems running lots of strategies. See, but it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me, but it, like we're discussing here, it kind of has a bit of a flaw where if your unit can't be targeted, then okay. If your unit can't be targeted, anti-gravity torpedo, then they don't really fulfill their role as a dodge tank. They're dodging encounters, yes, but they're not eating the action. But Fates also has this thing... Are you gonna die? Oh, good. Okay. Fates also has this thing where the enemies... So, Fates removed weapon durability. That hurt. Fate removed weapon durability, but it made it so weapons have penalties for usage. So silver weapons, every time you use them, they dropped your attack stat and your speed stat, I believe. Enemies don't care about that. So enemies with silver weapons will beat themselves into submission and like reduce their might to 0, so they can't do any damage at all. And then they will continue to wail on you doing literally 0. Now, reaching that point is something all on its own, of course, but my point is that even if they don't attack you at 0, but they will attack you if they do 0 because they have to attack. Okay, I don't want you to hit because I think we might kill them. Okay, that's perfect. Sounds like Face wasn't a well-designed game. Well, I'm not the guy to ask because I'm not a Fire Emblem like player, but Fates did not really feel like an advancement on the formula of Awakening. That's all I can really say about it. I don't have a Hort in this race, though. I do not have a Hort in this race. I want to hit that green one in the middle. We're stalling. We are stalling. I know we're stalling. Damn. Okay. Ship's good. We're good there. He missed you near the ship. Anybody want to power up? Oh, I could probably reach Moko with my mysterious song. Of course I can. No, enough of that. Can't sing to yourself. Who wants power? Anybody want power? Anybody want power? Yeah, you. How about you? How about you, young ward? Would you like power? Does anybody want power? Have some power. Yeah, Fates is, Fates seem kind of experimental. Because Awakening was successful, and that's why the Awakening mechanics are still kind of there. That's why there's still like marriage supports, and there's still like children units, right? That shit is coming right from the success of the last game. But they really tried a bunch of new things, and it was to varying success for sure. It was to varying success. Some of the characters are cool, but then some of the characters are like terrible. Okay. This is fine. I was gonna die if that hit me. Good. It'd kill me if I don't die better than this. Alright. Alright, now we beat the shit out of every single UFO that is around us. R+3. Ooh, really? Okay. Set Yuna's resurrection count to 4. Great, now I can die many times. And I don't want to fight you. I'll just dodge you. Okay. They laid the groundwork to a lot of mechanics that didn't necessarily stay around beyond that game. Well, I think I blame Nintendo for this, because Nintendo does this thing where if something doesn't work, if something that is shown to work in a different game doesn't work in the next game, they blame it on that instead of actually blaming it on the thing that like made it so like this is why things like F-Zero and I guess Metroid, I don't want to fight these guys, these types of things, right, where it's like, here's something that's proven to work but it doesn't do as well in this game where you've included a lot of other mechanics that suck mega wiener, and the synopsis on that one is, well, I guess this entire fucking thing was a waste of time and nobody wants it. Goodbye. No more F-Zero. Fuck you. F-Zero's gone. Go fuck yourself. You guys like Star Fox? Yeah, I love Star Fox. Great. Let's play some Star Fox. Miyamoto, that's just Star Fox. That's just it's the Star Fox 64 again for the 3rd time. Yes. And you forced in Wii U gamepad controls. Yes. I hate this. Well, shit, I guess everybody fucking hates Star Fox now. Alright, well, so goodbye. Goodbye, Star Fox. Back to the vault for you. Nobody likes you anymore. You've completely failed on all levels. No, I think it was the Wii U gamepad. Nope. Nope, failed on all levels. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Failed. Back to the vault with you. Oh, Mistia. Whoa, hold up. Yeah, you're telling me. How'd you not fucking dodge that? Now they're all gonna pick on you. There's a 7% chance I dodged this. Do it. I tried. I don't want to sinking anchor. Honestly, I don't even want to punch you. Why do I do so much more damage to you? Enemy terrain rank S. What? Buddhist modifier. Why are my damage going up? Buddhist 0.4 distance. Wait, I get a distance modifier up close? Why? Eh? Why do I get a bonus on that? And on terrain? Well, clearly I don't know what the hell's going on here. Why do I get a bonus? From distance. Do I have shotgunning and I'm not paying attention? But it's not a ranged move, is it? Show's here to help. Ichirin's not, though. Ichirin can back the fuck off. Alright. Well, I know there's a distance to K. I didn't realize that the closer you were to something. Because I thought shotgunning was specifically for that. Like, it increases ranged moves up close. But I guess moves just in general are stronger when you're closer to them because there's less travel time. I mean, that makes sense. I guess that's another use for Raisen's ability to point blank everything, huh? Alright, so we definitely... Like, what are you doing here? That's just fucking absurd, frankly. 1% chance to hit. Okay. Why not? That could have turned out badly. Can you guys stop attacking me? Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Clippy. Alright, we're knee deep in the shit. That will kill them. We're knee deep in the shit, but we're gonna clear everything out this turn. Whoa! We actually dodged that. Wow. Incredible. Alright, let's blow some shit up. Are you quitting? Thank you for your hard work. I'd like to leave myself, but I'm still on duty. I'd likely be on my break when you come back. I apologize in advance. At any rate, come back soon, player. Okay, I'm back. Iku, you're not even here in this map. Alright, let's beat the shit out of things. Ready? How many UFOs are in front of me? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many units do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have enough units to kill everything. Cool. So every UFO will die. Sounds good to me. Yes. Kane, if you miss, I'm going to kill you. Just kidding. Just kidding. God damn it. Why'd I save? Nothing happened. I pressed enough buttons that I thought maybe I should save. Alright, I'm clicking bullseye. I'm not fucking this up. I'm not fucking this up. There's a 15% chance it doesn't work. Give in. Oh. One. Okay. Next. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm using 10% of my brain. $96 and $72. Okay, that works. Lucky you. I'll start shooting. Here we go. Think I got him. 6633. 1765. That's 2. Next, we want to take the ones out in Danmaku, but obviously we want to get the units who can. Okay, let's see. Can we kill this blue one? We can kill this blue one. There's a 13% chance that Mystia fucking explodes. Okay, there's now a 0% chance Mystia fucking explodes. Yes. Yes. Time to play the reverse card. Misty, don't skip and strip straight to into my beam. Hiya. Bonk. Critical. Blue guy down. I repeat, blue guy down. Fire the machine guns. Uh-oh, I gotta hold on to something. Machine guns, full auto! I would love a Toho Punch-Out game. Punch-Out is a great formula that I just feel like is not done enough. Probably because it's difficult. I have to assume that's why. But man, what a great series. Hey, let's see, let's see. This asshole's got Dan Maku on me. So does this guy. Yukari can't reach the green guys. I got 3 that can reach the green guys. Let's fire a mesh, shall we? Get the red guy. Naturally, I won't go easy on you. I'd like to let Yukari have some time to relax. Scary women. Holy shit, a free level. These UFOs are fucking juicy. Alright. Let's get this red guy. Get him, Chen. I hope I don't mess up in front of Miss Ron! Put on their boss music. Okay, let's see. I have 4 units left. So, clearly I fucking didn't count right, or something. I didn't fucking count right at all. Oh, wait a minute. Alright. There we go. Anybody else have chain? Nazarin has chain. Ooh. Nazarin has chain. Gold Rush. Go. Rat. If Nazarin says you're an enemy, then that's it. You are one. Hacha. Realistically, the best character for a punch-out type of game would be Cherno. Based on size advantage, of course. Fuck him up. Go, Vajra! Cherno would be the type, because, like, Little Mac constantly is losing and getting back up and trying again, right? He's also severely outclassed in weight. He makes up for it in heart, right? It's a big theme of the whole damn thing. I'm gonna pull you underwater. Who'll be the trainer character, Kane? Who would train Cherno to fight people? Mailing. She needs effective training. Sink down to the briny depths. Not a soul can hear us now. Dead. Bonus condition fulfilled, but we ain't done yet. Yomu, yomu, yomu. Who'd be Glass Joe? Akio. Because Cherno's first opponent would be somebody who actively despises fairies and cannot fight back. That'd be Akio. Akio would be opponent number 1. Because she is made of glass. That's her. Ooh, we're gonna 9-ball the fuck out of this guy. Alright, ready? It's 9-ball time, boys. Can I take a nibble if I catch you right? Let's do that thing we talked about. Is everyone ready? Well, duh. Just say the word. I'm hyped! Spell card! Counting on you, buddies. Fire! Hiya! Freeze! Now! I can fly! You can fly! Boom! We done now? Almost. The stage is yours, Cherno. How's this for a cool finisher? Bioglacial attack. I like that Rumia just flies in there with it. Like, Rumia herself is the attack. A giant piece of ice, insects, whatever Misty's doing, and then Rumia just in ball form. Just in ball form. Start with the pests in front of me. You gotta work your way up. You need to pick characters who are, like, the proficiency of physical combat is important, but also they can use cheater moves, because everybody has cheater abilities. I mean, you see what fucking Great Tiger does? That guy is Omega Cheater. Lingering cold. Letty, you can't even hit. Whatever. Doesn't matter because fucking Akio can. And Akio's gonna kill it. Yep. Power up. Alright, I just killed all those fucking UFOs. Damn, bro. I killed the whole goddamn arena. Oh, now they're moving. Hey, you leaving? Thanks for playing. Where did Oku run off to? We're supposed to do this together. Whoops, I ended up napping all morning. Oh, there you are. Sheesh, you look like a mess. Your shirt collar's crooked and you got bed hair. Who knew? Is that so? You're hopeless. Sit down, I'll fix you up. Whoops, I forgot about the player. Go get some rest, okay? Bye. Focusing. Anybody else in pain? Just Mistia herself. Make you die for that low-cost trust. Alright, I'm getting ready for a fight. Ho ho. Everybody needs to be ready to engage in dialogue. No, don't bomb, you fucking twit. Anybody need a heal? Moko could use a heal, but she doesn't really need a heal because I like when she explodes. Nobody really needs a power boost either. We're pretty good on that front. Whatever. Free XP. I don't click the top song, like, ever. Probably because a single accuracy evasion up for a unit, while helpful, is not better than the alternative, which is, you know, giving a massive damage buff. Because you only get to do it once anyway. And the characters have their own spirits to guarantee they get to attack and dodge anyway. And the other ones, the healing skill and the power-up skill, you know? I'm sure it obviously has its uses. But I just wonder what's the point of it once you gain access to the damage skill. Because in a situation where you'd use it when you don't have enough power for it, I'd rather build Mistia's power and then use the skill to increase other people's power. So I just don't know what the best use of it is. My power. It's frothing. Okay. Sure. Even I could be helpful sometimes. Yeah, but Sho, you shouldn't be having to jump in there to block that. 488. Putting my knowledge been opening here. Like a babe in the woods. You know, that was completely unnecessary, Letty. Pew! Completely unnecessary. That did 7,000. Come here, green one. You're crazy. That motherfucker is attacking me from all the way over there. I'm gonna hide him from people. I just can't attack at such distances. Hi. Used my support defense. Let's see, how shall I torment you? You're awfully confident for someone who's we've beaten so many times. I've already seen through your Danmaku. Yeah, right, you really think I showed you nitwits enough to reveal the true form of my attacks? What you've seen is what I wanted you to see. Be careful, everyone. Nue is the legendary yokai who once threw the old capital into terror. I'm sure she's been holding back until now. But not anymore. Even against you, Minamitsu. It's time you declawed wimps saw the true power of the power of a true yokai. Scram, you posers. See if you can follow along. I could use some support, please. Nobody knows what her fucking Danmaku does. Use the unit's unique command skill. Select all units on the map with minus 30 evasion. Well, before we do that, it's dialogue time. Please wait, Nue. So the ship's still moving or without Minamitsu? Thanks to the flying granary fragments you brought us, it's back at full power. I just paid back my debt. I really have no desire to damage her ship, you know. If that's how you feel, then just talk to her, please. We've talked. I understand why she lives her life this way. But I can't give up on my own way of life either. We can't find a middle ground, huh? Guess there's no choice but to stop her in battle. I wonder if that's the same dialogue. This might be group-based dialogue. We'll find out. Didn't you save the Pelican ship when we were fighting Yatagarasu? That was just a whim. Those two are always so reckless when I'm not around. So with you gone, won't they be even more reckless? Maybe. But wait, isn't that your problem now? You deal with it. I mean, what would you girls even do without Minamitsu's ship? You're awfully roundabout about this. Moving around won't get you anywhere. We're gonna work backwards here. A nine-tailed fox, huh? Why would someone like you be going along with all this? As a great yokai, don't you have a duty to terrorize humanity? I do, in fact. I haven't forgotten, nor have I abandoned it. But right now, I am Lady Yukari Shikigami. I live a life of obedience. And I guess I'll have to remind you what it means to be a yokai. Awaken to your instincts. No matter who faces me, the outcome will be the same. Cat. Ugh, she's so hard to fight. What would Miss Ron do? Relying on someone else in a fight. Spoiled brat. Don't say that. I'm doing my best. Not only as a Shiki, but also as a Bakineko. I want the other cast to respect me. Chasing two rabbits, then. Greedy, greedy. No, it's not. Miss Ron and Miss Yukari both told me to do my best. You're my prey now. Chen, I'm here to help you. The ship cannot get close enough. The ship can get close enough. Please wait, Nue. Okay, alright. So, Aku shares dialogue with them. Alright, Mistia. So, why is this happening again? A bird brain, huh? Minamitsu is a yokai who wants to get along with humans. I'm a great yokai who wants to terrify humans. We'll never get along. And why are you fighting again? Because our ways of life are incompatible. It's time to make that clear once and for all. Now, it was nice enough to give you an explanation, so... Gensokyo freshman, making 100 friends would be tough. At least listen to me. I like that Misty just asked for a recap. A yokai's way of living, huh? I'm sure that doesn't mean much to a fairy anyway. That's not true. My friend Letty is a yokai. Letty also used to say that yokai and fairies were too different, but now we're friends. Yeah, thus proving that only idiots will try to get along with everyone right away. Why would you say that? Having more friends means more fun. I got this. You think about a lot of stuff. Sounds hard. Yeah, I'm not an airhead like you. Really? But doing whatever you want is so easy. Sometimes you want to hang out, sometimes you want to be alone. You can just do what you're in the mood for. You trash yokai, you trying to say I'm agonizing over nothing. You smell like a smell out of space. My fireflies will light your way, Rumia. Are you serious about cutting things off with Murasa? Of course I am. Got a problem with that? There's no reason to go that far, is there? Sure, you think a little differently, but you can still get along, right? It's not about how we think, it's about how we live. That's why I have to do this. Even a 1/10 of an inch bug is a 1/2 inch soul. I don't like bugs bugging me, but I'll manage. So you feel you can't beat Murasa, with Murasa who assists humans, is that right? Is that it? True, 1,000 years ago, humans and yokai living side by side would have been unthinkable. Exactly, a great yokai cozying up to humans, what a disgrace. Well, maybe so. But that's all in the past, the times have changed, and the form of our relationship with them. You just keep on talking, but never stop to make any sense. The plan was to make you understand. Allow me to show you the 1,000 years of change engraved in against Sokyo. Could you handle the rest, Yukari? Going out of your way to give a proper farewell. I never knew you were so courteous. Call it what you want. This is my way of sending a message. But isn't that sad? You're both important to each other, aren't you? What do you know? I know you need to relax more. Otherwise, it'll be hard to keep on living. For some reason, you just caught my eye. Suppose we took it easy, the others would get angry with us. I'm going to hit you now. You know, I'm not against that old-fashioned yokai way of thinking. You think I care what an Oni willing to pal around with a Shrine Maiden thinks? At least the Oni who turn their backs on humanity in the underworld still have their pride. You think? I kinda like my life now. I can pick fights with humans whenever I want. I don't see you picking any. You still don't get it. Well, the old yokai were always stubborn. If you want to fight, then I'll pick one with you right now. I ain't drunk, you're drunk. Why would you want to stop being friends when you like each other so much? Well, jeez, why are you crying? Rasa and Ichiden are gonna be so sad! They aren't that weak. I've been with them for a long time, I would know. It would be a disgrace of a yokai if I showed mercy. If you're gonna cry away anyway, then cry in terror. Sadness. A fight to make things clear, huh? It's not like I don't see where you're coming from. What are you even talking about? You parted ways with Murasa so you could keep living as a yokai. And now with your pride as a yokai on the line, you're fighting to show her your determination. Right, even Minamitsu should understand after this. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Even if you let go of her hand, there are some folks who will just grab you right back. She's taking it easy in the middle of a battlefield. Hold on, Nue. That human who protects the village. No way, a beast man? Both. I've lived in the village for a long time, and you're misunderstanding something. No yokai has ever had their way of life distorted by spending time with humans in the village. Why would you even tell such a blatant lie? I bet tons of yokai go drinking in town. How is that not utter depravity for a yokai? They're just living side by side. That doesn't mean that they can't also have their own disparate ways of life. How convenient for you. You think I'll be fooled by that? All the same, I still won't back down. You know, for a yokai, you sure seem conflicted about this. I guess maybe all this is going over your pea-brain head. Grr, it's not that I don't get what you're doing. But from my point of view, both you and Murasa are pretty much the same anyway. How so? Yokai can live however they want. If they get out of line, I exterminate them. It's that simple. That doesn't answer my question at all. Come at me however you'd like. Ah, you're that half-swordsman. Think you can see through my true form? I admit, you're an opponent I can't let my guard down around, but I can sense hesitation within you. What? Even if you think you've made your decision, there is still some remaining doubt. Doubt should be cut off. What would you know? I have no doubt. I'll send you to hell right now. Don't expect me to just sit pretty back here. Nue, first of all, I don't want to see your face. And if you push me, don't think I won't smash this pagoda. That would be very, very bad. Look at you, taking me all seriously. You're pure, alright. Let's see if someone like you is worthy of being with Minamitsu. That would be very, very bad. Please talk to some Murasa and the others just once. I can't believe you actually brought the pagoda, Nue. You know, if you wanted to, you could have just smashed it or hit it somewhere. I don't enjoy tormenting Minamitsu. I don't plan to interfere with the way of life they chose for themselves. You really take your debt seriously, huh? You're being weirdly honorable about all this, but that doesn't mean anyone else has to accept what you're doing. Nue, stop all this. I was so happy to hear you brought the pagoda for us, but as a parting gift? Not that you haven't always been weirdly stubborn about that sense of duty of yours. I have a lot to thank you two for, Ichiden. I didn't want to just disappear without another word, but with this my debt has been cleared. That doesn't mean Unzan and I are going to forgive you. I didn't expect you to. How long do you think I've known you two? But I'm serious about this too. Don't think you'll get out of this unharmed. That's our line. Reflect on your mistakes when our fists are in your face. We're not gonna let this one slide. I want to see if Nue has any return fire dialogue against these two. Screw you! Sorry, Unzan, but today's the last day I'll ever see your fists. I'll line the streets with doubts. It's only been a little while, but it feels like it's been so long since we've talked. First of all, thank you for bringing us to Pagoda. I don't need thanks, I'm just paying back my debt to you. You're really planning on cutting things off. Back when we were in the underworld, we never worried about owing each other or anything like that. Our ways of life are too different. What other choice do I have? We're done talking about this. If you won't back down, Minamitsu, then I'm not holding back. You idiot, I'll make you listen to me even if I have to drag you to the bottom of the sea! There's no sea here, dumbass. Anyway, listen to me when I talk to you. Not even worth my time. Let's make this last dance one to remember. Last dance once to remember. No. No, that's not right. Nue! Ichiden. To be honest, ever since we came to the surface, we haven't exactly been doing great. Maybe it would have been better if you just stayed sealed in the underworld like before. It was fun back then, no question, but I still think it was better for you to come to the surface. I mean, if you hadn't, then neither of you would be able to fulfill your most heartfelt wish. Nue. Still can't accept this. How can someone who left you sealed for 1,000 years just show up and start acting like friends? But if you really want to spend your life on the surface with these girls, then whatever. It's not my place to say anything. I should thank you for being so considerate of us. Really, thank you. It's not like we want to change the way you live either, Nue, but that's a separate issue. So it's irrelevant. If I have to stop being me to hang out with you two, then what's the freaking point? Even if we're apart, as long as I live as the great and terrible yokai Nue, I can be proud. Nue. So there should... I should be able to get the other dialogue on the next turn. Keyword should. But if need be, I can always load back to the start of this turn for turn 5. So we'll see. So for now, I'm just gonna move some units. I'm gonna move units closer, get them in better positions, and fuck up that fucking green UFO over there that's just laughing at me. What? I'm gonna hurt it. I am gonna hurt it. Akiu's dying. She'll be fine. She'll be okay. See, I got her. I got her. I'm gonna kill that green UFO. Akiu is now healthy. She's as spry as a bird. Ha ha ha! That's good. That's a good one. Never heard that one before. Okay. I can't reach that green UFO. There will come a next turn though when I can. Alright. That's right, bitch. That's right. Attack. Attack me. That's right. It is a big scary looking beam, Reimu, but the odds of it hitting you are in fact 0%. Now I know I said this before, but I do believe that I do believe that with the exception of the alert spirit, everything in the game should be able to hit you at least 1% of the time. Why? Because I hate the player. I hate the player, and they deserve to lose 40 minutes of progress to a 1%. Fuck you. Hi, can I help you? Okay. Talk's cheap. Convince me what you're done, Maku. Pew. No. There's no 99% max rate. If I am directly in front of you and I throw a punch, you're not dodging that. That's guaranteed to hit you. However, I can trip out of the way and dodge your punch. Wait a minute, how does that work? You know what? Shut up. That's how that works. Nue! Minamitsu. I said what I wanted to say. I'm not interested in whatever you've got to add. Figured you'd say that, but can't you listen just a little more? Yes, our ways of life have changed. We can't live like we did in the underworld anymore, but just stop. That's enough. I just wanted both of us to live however we want. Hell, you met this Hijiri lady way before you met me, right? And you've drilled it into my head that she's your savior or whatever. But none of that matters. That means we have to be separated. Even when Hijiri returns, you can still... You really think I can stay a great yokai like that? Anyway, I told you too earlier that I didn't mind us having different ways of life, but my way of life is everything to me. And I understand that, but that's no reason to make yourself alone. I'm kind of worried about you, to be honest. I know how you get when you're depressed. I'll be fine. I can live my life without you. I'm the great and terrible Nue, after all. And I'll prove it by beating all those weaklings. Nue. I'm gonna assume that's it. Well, obviously, we gotta kill her with Murasa, right? It's important that we kill her with Murasa. Alright, badoingy doing. Deep Sinker is the one with the cut-in, so we'll get her with a Deep Sinker. Alright. Can you actually hit her? Oh, you can quad barrier her. Yeah. I'm thinking. 9-ball special into 9-ball special. Oh my god, we're gonna fucking... Yeah, you know what? Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? We're about to go stupid on him. Oh, whoops. I needed Wriggle with Bullseye, not Cherno. I mean, fucking, they can do it too, can't they? Yeah, they can. But Mistia can't hit. Mistia can't hit it. Alright. Dude, if Cherno had support attack, that'd be so funny. If she had support attack, we could throw out all these 9-ball specials. Do you think this kills? Maybe. Big chill. %68%. Didn't even need a bullseye. Probably could have got away with that. She doesn't have anything Fury related, does she? She's got Predict. That's it. Alright. I cast Bullseye already. Whatever. Does each one of them do 12,000? Yeah, I'm sure it does. Where's Dai? I need her cheer. Bless. Alright, I'm ready. Yummy, 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 yummy. She's just putting that shit away. Alright. Is this gonna kill her? That's the plan, actually. The plan is to kill her right now with this. I mean, how could that not kill? How the fuck could this not kill? We're gonna summon 8 guys. Ready? 8 guys. Let's get our last words in, Rumia. We can do this! Is everyone ready? Well, duh. Just say the word. I'm hyped! Spell card, count on you buddies. Fire! Great time, Wriggle. I was just thinking I needed a snack. Come on over, gang. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go! Do your thing, bug buddies. Fire! Hiya, freeze. No. I can fly. You can fly. Boom. We done now. Almost. The stage is yours, Cherno. How's this for a cool finisher? Bioglacial attack. Fire! Over there, right? Freezer, frozen beam, end of the line. You can do it! Turn on the dark. Almost done. Time to finish this. Sounds great. I got just the thing. 9-ball special. This is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I should have did more. I think Rumia's other attacks would have did more. That's alright, that's what Ron's for. Ron's coming in to finish up. Be efficient to add a few more troubles to their plate. A contract in exchange for its restrictions bestows great benefits. And accepting a contract beyond your station brings ruin. It's a good line. Thanks, Ron. Got plenty more frustration left to vent. Ding, ding, ding. Well, I guess you girls passed the prelims at least. We've already seen everything you've done so far. Does that mean the real battle is yet to start? You know, it's been a while since I fought a real yokai like yokai too. My Shrine Maiden blood's boiling at the thought. If you can back up all your big talk, then maybe you'll be worth exterminating. Of course I can. I'm not like you girls. I've never forgotten what it means to live like a yokai. How's that? Yokai are beings that terrify humans. We've already fought each other and will always fight. You all may have thrown that away, but I'll never stop, even if I'm the last one left. Choosing a life of conflict, then. You're almost a living reminder of a days long past. Although in your case, it comes across more as digging in your heels and being stubborn for the sake of it. And what's wrong with that? Thanks to Minamitsu, I've gotten back both my power and my confidence. That's why I have to do this. If I'm not the great yokai Nue, then what am I? The life of an outcast can be a pretty lonely one, you know. I've been alone from the beginning. This is just a return to that. Red UFO invasion of rage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's angry. Well, we gotta kill the UFOs, right? One, two, three, four. Nobody is in support attack rangy. Does she not have her debuff anymore? No, she doesn't. We're gonna big chill again. We're gonna kill these UFOs, because I'm gonna have to wait a turn anyway for Minamitsu to get action again. So we're gonna actually take advantage of this. We are gonna take advantage of this. How? We're gonna have Ron get a kill. With... Chen. Never mind. Chen can't hit that far. Flight of Ida 10. Go. Run! Woo! Ron's a neat unit, because, like, she has a lot of cool skills that you really gotta invest into, but she's still a fine unit without them. But you can really push her into some cool stuff. And she has complementary stuff with Chen, aside from just Chen having good spirits to, like, amplify her. They actually get benefits. But she also, but it's less so that it enables a strong attack, but it also gives Chen a boost. But Ron gets a boost from Yukari, not Chen. And Yukari's over here. What's over here mean? Means she's over here. Death Butterfly. Do it, because it's cool. These UFOs give so much EXP. I'll serve as a distraction, Yuyuko. This is a poem about the netherworld. Chat, next month, we're probably gonna have Imperishable Night for the busy person. Can you believe it? It's coming! It's coming! Goodbye, Mr. Bye. I'll get my hands on it when I get my hands on it. But it'll most likely be ready by February. And we're at the end of December. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Main Spirit Cannon. Wait, why does this have a range upgrade? I thought this was 3 to 6. Why is it 3 to 7? Am I insane? Has it always been 3 to 7? I guess it'd have to be, but... Weird. Whatever. You know what? Can you, like, actually scan this just so I can... Just so I can kind of, like, have a little bit of comfort knowing that I'm gonna kill it. Fire! Are we gonna fight more? It's ready! Alright, let's go! Pew! Battleship. Okay. What's next, team? What's next? Flower wither away. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Aku just kills this guy anyway. Yep. Okay. So I have to squish her up a little bit with Rat, and then we're gonna nuclear. We're gonna go nuclear mode on her. Double Valor. Double Valor. We don't have any support attack, but that's fine. Final damage plus 800. Persist will be fine with that then. Okay. Alright. You persist as well. Rat Bite. You don't have focus, do you? No. I want you to hit. I do want you to hit. 97 is better, but you lose the persists from Grace damage. That's the problem. I guess it's probably fine. But your odds of hitting are scrumptious. I don't want to see your face. That would be very, very bad. Stabby. Here I come. Stabby. Hiya! Get off my back. Why so greedy? I'll give it back later. Alright now. Okay, well the persist worked, but persist usually... That's weird. Graze is not considered to be hit. Oh, wait, I get it. So I got hit. So persist activated. But graze damage is when you hit the dodge proc. When you hit the dodge proc in focus, you take a percentage based on your initial dodge. So because I got hit, persist activated. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, Turbo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why can't you do that? Oh my god, you don't have enough MP, do you? 35. I'm 5 MP short. I'm 5 MP short. Well, actually, I'm 10 MP short because of, fuckhead over here. All right. Nobody has to vote. Nobody here has to vote. Rumi is the only one who can afford to do another fucking thing. I guess I'm paying for this one. Can I do 17,000? I don't think I can. Maybe we just fucking crush her. Night Parade? Sure. We're gonna get that kill with Cherno. No, let's take the focus bonus. Night Parade of 1 billion demons. I'm ready. Are you ready? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna kill you. Do you think there will be continuation in the busy person story? Will I remember any of it? Probably not. 1 million Oni have arrived. Do I remember the busy person story? Let me explain to you the details I remember. The SDM blew up, and they had to go live at Reimu's house, and then Yukari delivered a golden statue of herself to the SDM grounds. That is just there. 9998. That's all I remember. And I seem to recall at the end of PCB. Oh, wait, that's a spoiler. Ooh. That's a spoiler. What happened at the end? I don't know. I got that one a solid 7. Not enough to beat me, but enough to impress. I wonder what happened at the end of that. Who knows? I think you knows. Cry. Kill her. Look away and you get hit. Sorry, Chino, but I hate waiting. Die bomb! Let's show them what we can do, Mistia. Time to combine our powers. What are we playing with today? With Darkness, Ice, Bugs, and Song. I'm ready. That sounds like fun. Spell card. Do your thing, boys. Fire. Die bomb! Fire! Whee! Here come the ice. There you are. Go, go! Pitch dark! Awesome. Time to end this. Sounds good. I'm on it. 9-ball special. Nobody has any more fucking MP. 12,000. That was pretty good damage. Hear that record scratching? So the familiars weren't enough. What do you expect? It wasn't even worth one continue. We're gonna protect Sho. Anyway, I don't mind fighting, but what's the plan for after? If she decides to just drop the pagoda and run, I doubt we'd ever find her. That's true, we need to get through to her somehow. Someone's getting ahead of themselves. You're assuming you're going to win. Plus, what do you care? This is between me and Minamitsu, not any of the rest of you. I disagree. We've drunk sake together, that's good enough for me. Personally, I consider you both crewmates and friends. Yeah. Thank you, both of you. You stupid humans acting all chummy, not knowing your place. Looks like I'll have to engrave the fear of yokai deep inside you. Watch out, here she comes! The impenetrable darkness, the unidentifiable shadows. Let me remind you what humanity's oldest fear is. The darkness! Accuracy rates minus 35. It's dark in here! I'm blind, I can't see! Oh my god! I'm gonna hit her. Unit cannot be targeted for an attack. Oh. Well, I mean, that's why you'd use a bomb here. I'm sure Fury would bypass this, right? Does it? No, it doesn't. Fury does not bypass Cloak. Neat. Well, I can bomb here, but obviously I'm not going to do that when I only have 2 fucking units who can act. No, suspend game. Are you stopping here? Thanks for coming by. You know, this calls for a song. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? What, that makes you feel lonely? Oh, I'm sorry. You'll just have to come back as soon as possible. Bye-bye. Alright. No counter. So I can't even counterattack, huh? But I thought Cloak... What? I thought Cloak just made it so I couldn't... What? Just defend it. Nazarin won't die, right? Nazarin will come close to die. She'll be okay. Time I'll make cry uncle. I'll line the streets with doubt. Ew. You're out too far, master. That was careless of me. You're not coming out of that, are you? Okay, yeah, you have... If you don't have a bomb here... you just eat shit, huh? Well, I suppose that's fine. How many bombs do I have? I have 2. Well, who gets to do the bomb? Oh, I guess Reimu, because she's in the best spot for it. Get out of that, damn it. Alright. There we go. Alright, you want to kill Nazarin? 65% chance. Yeah, go over it. Whee! Rat. I'll make cry uncle. Gooey noise. Okay, well, I thought that would be cooler, but I guess it wasn't. Oh, Aku, where are you? Scan. I have one more big chill, but I think I should probably hold it for the last attack. Because we cleared out the Danmaku field anyway for this one. So let's beat the shit out of her. How? With a headbutt. Valor. Valor. Bullseye. Focus. Guaranteed. Guaran-fucking-teed. Now, I could go beast mode, and I'm curious about beast mode, but you lose out on unique dialogue from Headbutt when you go beast mode. Among other things that Headbutt provides, of course. This should be fine. Alright, do big damage. Do big damage. I have just one more shot. Okay, let's get rid of them together. To the Phoenix. Sauron! Phoenix! It's blue. Rah, rah. Let's show them our history. Grit your teeth and bear it. Burn into nothing! Big damage is cool. Here she come! You! She's alive. Go report to detention. This is ridiculous. I just want people to fear me. You dare defy the terrible Nue? Okay. How do we finish her? Well, I think the easy answer is... Well, actually, let me do this first. Because I want to see... This is probably going to have dialogue. But I want to finish her with Murasa's sinking move. But this might have dialogue because this also has a finisher move. Goings on. Alright, Yokai, you were foreseen! Ora, ora! One more from me. Thanks, Unzan. So, okay, nothing special there from Ichiden. Alright, that's good to know. I'm curious about Nazrin, though, with Gold Rush. Nazrin doesn't have Bullseye. Gold Rush probably doesn't have anything, because why would it? But I think it's probably fitting if I let the Buddhist do the finishing graces here. Even if I lose that on Pendulum. She does have Assault, which does give Bullseye and Valor, but... She's built-in luck. %99 chance. Alright. How about a cheer? Alright. That would be very bad. He's talked this out with Murasa and the others just once. I see you. Now, I probably could have used Chain with Gold Rush. That doesn't matter, though. None of that matters. Damn, you're not bad. 32,000 HP. Well, next is, well, she's not gonna Grudge Bow, right? Undefined Darkness isn't her timeout. What the fuck was her timeout called? I forget. It's the one where you have to go through the columns and there's, like, beans. An attack that hides herself. Well, that's certainly new, like. But I feel like we managed to pin it down little by little. God, you managed to break that one too. But you weaklings have forgotten your instincts to fight humans. No matter how much you bluff, we've forgotten how to fight humans. It seems you're misunderstanding something. We don't exactly consider ourselves humanity's allies. What do you mean? There are some exceptions like Show's group, but humans and yokai still fight each other all the time. I sing whenever I want and blind humans whenever I want. Yeah, and when they go too far, I exterminate them. That's just semantics. I mean, aren't you getting along right now? Keep that up and your existence as yokai gets fuzzy and you start to lose power. If that's what you think, then why not test our power for yourself? Have yokai truly lost their power in this new Gensokyo? Feel free to test your hypothesis. Fine, if that's how you want it, then I'll show you. The nightmare that plagued an entire era. Resistance is futile. Nightmare of Heian-kyo. There it is, yep. The bean one. Impassable. It's a stupid map attack, so it's boring. The fuck is Nue's cut-in? Ah, it comes later. Alright. Get information! Where's the bean? They're strong still. I think I did everything I could. Well, I'm pretty sure I just lost the map with that. I lost, put another credit in. I'll do it right next time. How could this happen? That's your own fault, Minami, so you should have stuck to living life as a pure yokai. We need to prove Nue wrong. Let's regroup and try again. Game over. Let's continue! Alright. Big chill. So Mirasa's getting the finishing hit on this one. Sense. Sense. She can gain. Yeah. Cool. Actually, she can Valor. Yukari can Valor. Cool. There we go. Now that is a good number to look at. Alright, ready? Bulaga. I do not fear you, for you should fear me. And then we're gonna blow her the fuck up with Ichiden and Murasa. I'd like to watch Yukari's Danmaku from up close. There's no running from death. The Netherworld is calling for you, and you cannot escape. Let's enjoy ourselves while it lasts. We can't let this chance slip by, can we, Yuyuko? Sink into the abyss! And now I'll have to ask you to leave. Alright, that did a fuck-ass load of damage. That's good. Not getting any help from me this time. See if you can follow along. Here comes the goo! I can't exactly let you hit me, you know. Alright. Now it's time. Valor. Valor. Gain. Bullseye. Yell. They were already in full power mode, but that's okay. Persist. Valor. Bullseye. Persist. Fury. I'm gonna drag her into the bottom of the fucking sea. We have gained, now we just need to bless. Alright, I'm ready. To the bottom of the ocean with you. Thank you for bringing us the pagoda. Alright, I'm gonna kill you now. I'm still causing such a fuss and all. Let's kick him to the curb, Marasa. Let's rock, Gunzan. Let me say this loud and clear. You're going down. Ha! Both of us committed we can weather this storm. Only echoes will remain. Sink down into the briny depths. I bet this does 13,000 damage. Why? Because I've decided that's how much it will do. Here's the knockout blow. It didn't. But that's okay. Down you go. Not a soul can hear us now. Fine. I lost. Yes. Ugh, no way. You beat me at full strength? Still think that yokai have lost their power. Actually, with all the trouble we've been getting into lately, we've gotten stronger than before. I don't buy it. You're all buddy-buddy with the humans, so how? If you have questions for us, then we should sit down and chat. She's right. By this point, we're all exhausted anyway. Then let us take a break on the ship. You should come with us, Nue. But we still haven't had a good long talk, Nue, and won't you have to come inside to give us the pagoda anyway? Fine. Quit being so fucking difficult. Phew, feels like all the exhaustion is hitting at once. Yomo, you didn't even do anything. It's late at night and we're all working all day too. You barely did anything either! What are you just standing around for? Take a seat. Nah, I'm fine over here. I was just gonna hand over the pagoda and head home. I wasn't planning to stick around for... Maybe you weren't planning on it, but we sure were. Just shut up and sit down already. Would you rather I anchor myself to you both literally and permanently? Fine, I'll sit. You can let go of my hand now. Anyway, first things first, here. Bishamoten's pagoda! It's the real thing. I don't care about you, but Minamitsu sounded like she needed it, so... Here you go, Minamitsu. Thank you, Nue. Really, sincerely, thank you. Now let's return it to its proper owner, Sho. Why are you hesitating? Sorry, I was just wondering whether or not I'm truly worthy to hold it. You've been searching for this pagoda for so long, and now it's right in front of me. We told you not to question yourself so much. I've been watching you all along, Master. I've seen how desperate you were. If you want to guarantee that you're worthy of it, then I can give you one. I understand. Okay, then here goes. This glow, it's just like it used to be. Bishamoten's pagoda is once again permitted to shine the light of order. With this, we can finally go save Hijiri. Allow me to thank you again on behalf of my master, Nue. But we were looking for so long. Where'd you find it? There's a small shrine on the side of the road on the mountain where I roost. Someone had left it there. I don't really remember, but I think it had a centipede design on it. A shrine, huh? Maybe it was hidden by some kind of barrier then. Centipedes are servants of Bishamoten. Maybe he was protecting it. Anyway, you finally got it back, so take good care of it this time. It does worry me, though. Maybe you should let Nazrin hold on to it, Sho. No, I'll be fine. I won't let it out of my sight. Okay, I handed over what I needed to. My business here is done, so... Hold on, didn't I tell you that we wanted to talk? You did? But what else is there to say? You've already screamed your point at me a dozen times over. Come with us, Nue. I completely understand that being a great yokai is very important to you, Nue. But do you really have to sacrifice your own feelings and push others away for that? We've already gone over this. Once you came to the surface, our ways of life just became too different. We could stay together, but then neither of us would be able to live as ourselves. Come now, you don't need to be so quick to write the possibility off. What's your problem? Stay out of this. You were saying that getting involved with others will shake your foundation as a yokai, but that ain't true at all. Even when we get along, Yokai still rampage and humans still exterminate. Same as always. And you should have realized just now that we haven't lost any power. Well, it's not the one you knew, but humans and yokai have reached a new equilibrium. We do more than fight, but we also do more than hold hands. This is a dangerous yet beautiful world. That is modern Gensokyo. The days of distance between human and yokai are over. So not only does that keep the balance, but you're saying yokai have a new relationship with humans. Yes, with humans obviously, but also with other yokai. There are all sorts of new bonds being formed. The current Gensokyo is a place where people with all different ways of thinking live as neighbors. People who think differently together. So I can still do whatever I want then, and even if we live differently, me and Minamitsu can. Of course, that's what we've been trying to tell you from the beginning. Plus, if we split up now, I'm sure we'd drag each other back in anyway. Looks like you've had a change of heart. Just because it sounds like Minamitsu would be lonely without me around. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be all buddy-buddy with the rest of you. You shall all live in terror of the darkness lurking nearby. Oh, sounds like you're ready for an extermination already. She's a friend of Murasa's, so I'm sure she'll start fitting in soon enough. You were kind of scary at first too, Moko. Anyway, now that we won't need to worry about the pagoda or Nue anymore, we can think about the rest after we meet up with the others tomorrow and report our new developments. I imagine Sho and the others will want to go save Byakuren as soon as possible. That's true, but we have a lot of preparations to do, and we are worried about Koichi being missing too. Hijiri will need to wait in Makai for us just a bit longer. I'm sure we'll unseal her soon, and then I can finally... But even if we head home immediately and start preparing a meal, it'd be more of a midnight snack than dinner. In that case, we could just do both, right? Yes, you can eat here, and if anyone wants to spend the night here, please speak up so we can get a room ready. I see. That would be most helpful. Chen's been nodding off for a while now. Should we stay over too, Dai? Sure, it'll be a sleepover. Gee, still treat Minamitsu's boat like it's their own, I see. Wait, I guess this means I don't have a room anymore either, huh? No, it's pretty much untouched since you used to hang out here. Really, Ichiden? It got kind of messed up when we came to the surface though, so I did a little cleaning. Of course. I mean, we're friends, right? So, can we put our futons next to each other and stay up all night talking like we used to? I've got so many stories to tell you two. Well, we need to get up early tomorrow, so... Is that any way to treat a friend? It's been so long since we've hung out, so you owe me at least that much. Also, I'm curious about the ship's interior. You gotta show me around. Well, this is what I signed up for. Where are we now? Where are we now? The next mission involves... Wait, Aku's here too? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bro, there's 3 of them. Aku can be in every mission. Meanwhile, at the Hill of the Nameless. Alright, let's do our setup. So obviously we know what characters we want with each other, because we've been rocking this setup for a while. But now we got some weird stuff going on. Potion sellers, master and student. Eternal White Rabbits, Moon and Earth Inaba. Cinderella Cage. Sun and Star Sound. Luna Soundwave. So, these 3 will become a trio. So we can leave them alone. Visitor Center. It's more trouble than it's worth to keep them broken up, so I'll just treat them as a complete unit. Honestly, I think I'll put these 2 together because I do intend to use Racem, and Aiden's probably the best for backup. And then Aku, who will be alone, I guess. Aki will be alone, because Alice isn't allowed to have a friend. Kurumi gets the protection of Ellie. Yeah. Hina is good with her. We gotta do a little bit of skill management here. Patchy's good. P defeat, P defeat, P defeat. You guys are good. I don't have to chain anything with you guys. You, however, you have a lot of power all of a sudden. So we're gonna up your, we're gonna up this. And I don't know what to give you for your last one. I have no idea. 325. Is that diligence? Is that finally diligence level 2? It is. Nice. Beautiful. Flan's at 166. That's not enough for belief. You're at 305. Is that enough for guard? Guard's 320, right? Yeah, 360. Never mind. Quackman's 85. You have 212. Patchy's fine. Ellie has 257. Ellie the Unbreakable. She's great. She just has P defeat. Honestly, that's power and that's accuracy and evasion. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no, wait, that's guard. Guard's the one that does that for defense. I don't know what to give you, Ellie. Break power limit's kind of pointless on you since you're 100% on, you're on guard duty. But you're on the kind of guard duty where you go with a unit who's not really meant to attack. That's why you're Misty as, like, chauffeur. Because their other defender units can do a lot with offense. Ellie is really not designed to too much offense. So she's good on guard duty for units who aren't really doing that. So we only really need to invest in Ellie's, I guess support defense level 3 isn't bad. Support defense level 3 isn't bad. Because we need just skills that only really work in the back, right? Yes. We'll just wait for that. Kurumi is whatever. I guess Kurumi can have P defeat. Raisin's fine. Yeah, I like Raisin. Predict does not level up yet. You... I don't care that much. Let me see. Do I have enough for P defeat? We'll put you... Yeah, P defeat. Support defense puts you 260. Oh yeah, that's enough. Break power limit, and we'll give you 1 support defense for beautiful. Using the heal command. Great invincibility, 1 pair. Unit deals increased damage further away she is from the target. I am assuming that applies. I'm assuming that it'll apply to like with Raisin. But there you go. Aaron's got a set now. It's good. You have P defeat. You have guard. +1 range. Increase SP. Decrease SP cost. That doesn't really matter. Supporter doesn't matter either, because... Well, actually, I'd rather Hina in the front, so maybe supporter is fine. Sacrificial Hina. Hina is probably okay, yeah. And... I don't know whose skills they use. But... we can give P defeat to all of them. Because why not? And I guess I can just do break power limit because we can afford to do that. And well, you already have that. Okay. I don't really know how their stats work. Right. Happiness shower. When adjacent are paired with or each stat gains bonus. Does that apply to the trio? Does Phantom Ensemble apply to the trio? I don't know what the fuck synchronizes. Why do I have a missing skill here? I put that in a weird spot. Raw stats. The limit skill any Jason can perform a support attack from this ally. Yeah, whatever. You got Valor, Bless, Yell. You got some expensive spirits. I mean, you already have break power limits, so I don't have to worry about that. Sure, I'll give you some extra SP. You get some fucking expensive spirits. You're fine. You're at... Oh. Break power limit and P defeat. Synchronize the high combination unit with the highest stat from each character. Instead of only the main units, think Lanasa. I have no idea what that means. But, whatever. Well, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What are we even giving you? Belief? Sure, you can have belief. Believe in yourself. You. P defeat, break power limit, and... your movement is terrible and it pisses me off. So you can have unfocused movement. Beautiful. Okay, so this gives a heal, 3,000 heal to everybody. Weapon, cast resist on all allies. 70 MP to all allies one time. We'll stick with the shell. And Tay, who has P defeat. I don't really care about Tay at all. Here, Tay, you can have support defend. Why? Because there's just nothing else for you to do. There's nothing else for you to do. You suck. Damn. Extreme luck. Whatever, Tay. Alice with her 416. Big power limit, P defeat. Let's up that damage, shall we? Belief. Oh, the unit cannot learn blocking if they do not have the ability to utilize it. Really? Well, you can parry if you get blocking. You can't. Interesting. Random dodge. Alright, okay. So these guys only have items to pull from when they're an ensemble, so... How does it work with power starting items? I don't know. You can have a potato. And I guess you can have the EXP bonus item because there's 3 of you. How about Kaguya? Kaguya can have... I don't care about Kaguya though. Here. Take this. Does that do anything? No. No, it doesn't. It does nothing at all. Eco, I'm taking that. You can have your cucumbers back. Yes. Okay, Eren. She'll be with Raisin, so I'll give her the 4-leaf clover. And Tay, who the fuck cares about Tay? Bachi. Bachi can have, she can have a stupid mask. Wait, no. She's supposed to have this. There, now she can move again. You can have a cookie. It affects both people. She's packing a cookie. Alright. That works for me. What are you doing, Quitterme? Here, have a bone. Great. Change to full auto. Why? Because I can. I'm allowed to do that. Upgrade. Who wants an upgrade? Who wants an upgrade? Ooh, I'm sorry. I can't afford an upgrade. Come back when you're a little, richer. You don't even matter. Mailing is gonna be an unstoppable force. You don't even need that. There we go. Okay. Remy's always in the fucking back anyway. A nice even 6,000. It looks like an E. An E for Sakuya. That's correct. An E for Sakuya. A little more HP's all I need. Hina, get some more armor, would ya? It's a lot of points you just spent, streamer. Yeah, but it's like for her, so it's fine. Okay. Alright. 67%. How am I missing music here? The fuck? Normal, hard. I'm missing some. 102. I've seen almost 100 unique spell cards so far. Scenario chart. So you see how there's a lot of Marissa bits in there. Holy shit, look how much Marissa bit is in there. Well, we haven't seen that yet, that's why. And then there's the interludes at the bottom. Suspend conversation. Dude, there's still so fucking many of these. We gotta work it up. Toho terminology. Okay. Trumpy. Sanbondo original. Equipment installed in the Palaquin ship's lounge, an abbreviation of Tri-Optimized Magical Protection Environment. A coding combined Patchoulie's magic, Kappa technology, and the Palaquin ship's own Buddhist power in order to protect the prayer hall, the ship's core. Its defensive power is absolute. No Dawnmaker could ever pierce it. Thanks to it, Rainbow Company can train inside as much as they want. Ultimate Wriggle Kick. A Sanbondo original technique, though in truth it is derived from Wriggle's behavior in Imperishable Night. In Stage 1, Wriggle appears from the top of the screen very suddenly, so if the player is hanging around up top, they're likely to get smacked and lose a life. A classic noob trap. Countless people have recount being hit by the Wriggle Kick, giving rise to the legend. Characters flying in from off-screen is nothing new, but for a variety of reasons, Wriggle seems to smack more players than anyone else, so the meme stuck to her. Personally, I would simply not get hit. Now, here's the thing. Let me explain how this works. The reason why this works is because Wriggle pops up right at the moment when you're up at the clear line grabbing power from enemy drops. So this only happens to players when they figure out they can use the POC as a yokai or as their focus without needing full power. So you don't get hit by this until you are actively using the line, because you're not going to be up there and get kicked. But when you're using the line, you get kicked. That's how it works. For what it's worth, it also taking some cues from certain other kick from a certain other game. Oh, and the cool brushstrokes in the animation were done by the staff's resident Wriggle superfan. From the brushstrokes to the ink, he sure did put everything he had into it. We hope you appreciate the level of care that went into its creation. Yeah, sure. Ultra Headbutt. A powerful headbutt delivered by Kane under Hakataku State. More information on headbutts in general, please refer to this to their entry. Perfect Memento in strict sense notes the headbutt plus horns equals pain, but still, how did it come to this? Though, I suppose it's pretty odd even back in the Scarlet Arc. Nowadays, she bears her horns with savage power, cleaving her way straight into the earth, and taking the notion of a headbutt to all new depths. Setting headbutts aside for a second, Kane is one of those characters where coming up with animations to match her spell card names was a real struggle. Returning Bridge Ichido in particular was one that the animation team really agonized over. There was one idea to have her dig her horns into the ground while dragging the enemy to and fro, but that seemed less for turning bridge and more citywide tour. Super Aki Sisters Kick. The Aki Sisters' ultimate technique, Minariko and Shizuo bound into the air, join hands, unleash a flying kick. Two sister goddesses embody the duality of Autumn, join forces to display Autumn's true power, or so goes the theory anyway. From the name to the animation to all the anime references to the special animation when you misses, you can tell that the Mystic development team really put their all into designing it. Yeah, and I used it like twice. Scarlet Devil Mansion, a Western-style mansion sitting near Misty Lake. Its lord is Vermilia Scarlet, who relocated the building from the outside world against Sokyo. On its exterior, it is primarily painted in red and has few windows, meaning between Sakugi's ability to alter how large the rooms are and ever greater lack of windows. Viewing its interior leaves one with a very different impression. Despite its importance to the setting, it's not clear who actually named the building. While few precise details are given about the exterior, thanks to Mailing mentioning it took her about 30 minutes to walk around the mansion in Bohemian Archive in Japanese Red, it is possible to estimate its size. It took her 30 minutes to walk around it? She isn't clear on her exact means or route, but let's assume that she toured the grounds of the property on foot. Taking the Scarlet Devil Mansion shape as a perfect square, we can place its area at roughly 390,000 square meters or 39 hectares. I've never heard that unit of measurement. An incredibly large area to be sure, but when accounting for the garden and such, it's not out of the ordinary for European palatial grounds. Never heard that word either. Incidentally, EOS's backstory notes that the mansion sits atop an island in the middle of a Misty Lake. However, considering the lake's estimated perimeter is 5 kilometers, see Misty Lake's entry for more details. While we deduce that this island's perimeter cannot be less than 2.5 kilometers. Placing these two factoids side by side, we must conclude therefore that Misty Lake is actually shaped like a donut. This is frankly ridiculous, and we advise not dwelling on it. While Toho rarely details most characters' daily lives, it's worth noting that Patchouli doesn't sleep. Vermilia is energetic at all times of day. Sakuga typically, though not always, accompanies Vermilia, and Mailing stands guard by her lonesome. Their sleep schedules must be a real pain to coordinate. Patchouli doesn't sleep? That explains a lot, actually. Like a lot. Frog. A frog that has been frozen. Herein used to refer to the frogs frozen by Chirno specifically. Chirno's ability to manipulate the cold allows her to freeze things, which she often enjoys by freezing creatures solid. Amongst those, her favorite target is the humble frog. There's a particularly striking example of this in an article in Bohemian Archive in Japanese Red, which opens on her playing around by freezing frogs. While she likely freezes other creatures as well, it seems that she's most strongly associated with frogs. The same article also depicts a fierce rivalry she developed with a giant toad who swallowed her whole as revenge for her pranks. In Fantasy Maiden Wars, Chirno hands out frozen frogs to her closest friends. There's something akin to an autograph, as freezing a frog so skillfully could only be done by her. As equipment goes, it seems the power of Chirno's friendship was worth about 10 starting power. Okay. Headbutt. From wrestling to martial arts, a headbutt is a technique in which you strike your opponent with your forehead. As Toho goes, when you think of headbutts, you think of Kane. This comes from her entry in Perfect Momentum and Strict Sense, with notes she headbutts students who forget to do their homework. Furthermore, if you bother her when she's studying busy during the full moon, you can expect a horn headbutt. Big ouch for sure. Compared to normal punishments like a slap on the wrist, it seems like it would be hard to control the amount of force applied, not to mention the pain inflicted upon the user. In Fantasy Maiden Wars, this technique is elevated to a frankly bizarre degree. It even has its own dedicated theme song. Setting aside whether or not this even deserves to be a spell card, its animation was made with passion. It has all sorts of twists and turns, and you'd be surprised at how many times the storyboard was scrapped and redone. I would be surprised, actually, because it seemed like a pretty straightforward attack. Potato. Herein lies a treatise on the relationship between Minariko and potatoes, particularly sweet potatoes. Potatoes. While Minariko is strongly associated with potatoes, as a god of harvest, she's not linked to them exclusively. For example, her hat is decorated with grapes, and some of her spell card and Mountain of Faith emphasize a connection to rice. However, in the same game, she mentions that freshly harvested sweet potatoes make up her perfume, cementing the connection. Later in Double Spoiler, she's referred to as the goddess who also runs a potato stand and has spell cards with baked potato right in the name. By that point, the association has been well and truly locked in. Oh, and not to Bellabar the point, but while potatoes might seem simple or even unrefined as spiritual imagery goes, they are rich in taste, aroma, and appearance, and have a long tradition in folklore. So from that perspective, you can see how they encapsulate autumn so well. Here in Fantasy Maiden Wars, they appear as equipment to fill the bellies of Reimu and friends on their adventures. They don't dry out even as the seasons change, implying that they have been preserved. Well, regardless, her attacks involve a whole lot of sweet potatoes, and she really spews them out during the Super Aki Sisters kick. Note that all the potatoes used in her Danmaku were eaten by the staff later. Okay, that's good. That's a classic Japanese meme right there. That's what that one is. Wasting food is not cool. Alright, there we go. Game saved. Alright, chat. So, that's our first of the chapters done. So we went to Muenzuka, but we didn't quite fight who we thought we were going to fight, huh? I actually completely forgot how this all went down with that specifically. But yeah, that is UFO's extra stage taken care of. And you've probably guessed, because I said it earlier, but the next location, where one of the locations we were going was the Hill of the Nameless. And as you can see, we're locked in with Alice. So it's very obvious to tell which map we're on next. So, yeah. So Alice gets to be a main character for this one. Reimu's on the first map. Alice is the main character for the second map. And then Marissa will be the main character for the third map. Pretty cool. Except Reimu's not even really the main character, because it doesn't matter if she comes or not, because she is only relevant for story-based purposes. It's actually kind of funny that even though she is the main character, there's not, like, once the boat gets involved, the boat is the lose condition at all times. But otherwise, the lose condition is everyone dies. But only really early on are there conditions for Reimu die equal lose. But then she becomes a unit you can toggle out, which is very interesting, because usually, like, well, I don't really know if there's a main character in Robot Wars games, but in Fire Emblem, the main character is usually forced to come, and you just kind of have to deal with that. You can't always tell them no. But Reimu, you can tell her to fuck off pretty often, but she is still Reimu, so you can get away from her forever. But there you go, chat. So next time, Hill the Nameless.